guys, welcome to CV Overland. My name's Chelsea. Last time we made a video, we were here at Scorpion Motorsports, putting the Fox and the Hound back on a trailer and going back to Wisconsin. Let me give you a little an update about what's been going on. A year ago, both Blake and I were just bartenders in Las Vegas. We packed up and we've been on the road ever since, living out of hotel rooms, people's couches, my parents' house, friends' rooms, tents, our Fox and the Hound, which we spent 3 months living full-time out of on the road, to now living out of the bus, and helicopters flying over. It has been one crazy adventure. Last year, when the world was shutting down, we packed up 2 duffel bags with all of our sentimental belongings and went back to Wisconsin. While the world had been shutting down around us and we were losing everything we've ever worked for, Blake and I took charge of our lives. With what we had left, we hit the dirt, finding a community we wanted to belong to. Traveling across the country 4 times in the past year has been eye-opening. From town to town, seeing the vast differences of how everyday people are living, seeing who has made the lemonade out of the lemons we were given. We went back to Wisconsin back in January to rebuild the Fox, with lots of hopes and dreams to get back out on the road. Whether it was due to hypocrisy, political differences, or just downright miscommunication, plans on rebuilding the Fox in Wisconsin fell through. So we loaded up and headed back to the only place we've called home for the past 6 years, Las Vegas. Let me tell you about this thing called life. Life sometimes can be great in one moment, and then in the next moment it can change. I think a lot of us know in the past year how fast life can change so drastically. As many of you know, we broke down at Christmas in the middle of the Trona Pinnacles, and ever since then, life has just been a whole bunch of lemons that we have tried to make lemonade out of. Things in Wisconsin didn't work out, and that's a story in itself, which we will explain soon. And we finally found ourselves in a place where we needed to buckle down, refix the Jeep, find a place to live, and get a job. And we found that in a 1957 GMC bus. And Blake and I stayed in yesterday, super excited, ran great. And then driving back to Vegas, the airline popped. So now, like lemons, we're getting towed. And I'll show you. There's our new home. Broken down on the side of the highway. Thank you for all the Arizona State Troopers who have stuck by us, because we are right by a construction 1 lane. Here's to making life out of lemons and making some lemonade, because this sucks. But, you know, tomorrow's gonna be bright and sunny too. Stay positive, guys.
Captain's log, day 1 in Old Blue. We get the bus rolling. We're about 30 miles outside of Havasu. Just jumped on 40 to head back to Vegas, and I lost an airline off the back of the parking brake release and headed down the highway in a lane change. So we've been stuck here for about the last hour. I've got the parking brake finally to release, but we've got a tow truck to get us up to the next stop and pick up a new push-pull switch so we can safely drive our brakes home. And here we go. Maiden voyage. What the?
Hey guys, we just got off the interstate, so sorry for that clicking. It was for everyone's safety. The hounds are doing okay. They're a little curious because it just started to rain. Last time we saw rain was right before we left for the Trona Pinnacles. So never rains in the desert, so we're soaking up every drop we can, hoping for some good news that Blake's about to come over and tell me. Cheers. Say hi, buddy. Good boy. So the tow company just dropped us off in a dirt lot on Route 66. Across the street is a old mechanic who works on old vehicles, like our good old Blue here. So while we wait for him, let's introduce you to her. Let's go. Everyone, meet old Blue. Model 4104. Our lemons were full of luck when we found a fully converted 1957 GM coach bus. The previous family spent 2 years traveling with their family of 8. All the memories that have been made and shared in this bus. And with the love that they put into Old Blue, it instantly felt like home to us. Blake and I are beyond ecstatic to put some of our own love back into the bus and see where the future takes us. To the friends, family, and community who continue to support us and love us, thank you. Remember, nothing is possible without your village. And especially huge thanks to our family who has borrowed us money to make our dreams come true. We love you. So our 1 year update on the road. Just a little over a year ago, the world shut down due to COVID, and Blake and I packed up our bags and hit the road to go back to Wisconsin, and that's where we built the Hound, our overland trailer. That's when we decided we needed a stable place to stay because we were losing our place we were renting for 4 years in Vegas. Fast forward, we came back to Vegas, packed up our home, and that's when we went on the road, lived full-time out of the Fox and the Hound, and traveled around Arizona. We went on the Mojave Road, onto Swansea Mine, which that video is coming up soon. Life kind of just happened, and I have a really cool video that's going to be shown to you guys pretty soon of Swansea Mine, so stay tuned for that one coming out when I finish editing it. And then we broke down on the Trona Pinnacles. Our front diff seized up on the trail, and then the whole drive line just blew out to the back axle, so that's when we decided to go back to Wisconsin. Things in Wisconsin didn't play out as both Blake and I thought. That being said, Blake and I knew that we needed to get our life of adventure back going. And so we came back to Vegas and came back to Scorpion Motorsports. One of the most exciting things yet, though, is what's going to be happening to the Fox. We are rebuilding the Fox at Scorpion Motorsports. in Las Vegas, and we have done many modifications to the Hound here, and have worked on the Jeep here quite a bit, so we are definitely feeling at home. Blake and I have been working in the shop with them, gratefully. Diana, thank you so much. We can't do this without you, and we appreciate everything. Here I'm back with the Fox and the Hound. Stay tuned, because Blake has a really epic build that is happening to this bad boy. In 2 months we'll be hitting the trail again, so stay tuned for the build, and we'll be back on the road soon. See you down the road, guys. Huge thanks to everybody who has so graciously donated money to our GoFundMe. It has definitely put some money that we can put back into the Fox and the Hound and carry on in our adventure. So again, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Everything that we have received has helped us along the way, and we could not thank you enough.